Good evening, folks. We're at the Academy right now. We're getting ready for our podcast, the Paradigm Shift Podcast. And tonight we're going to be doing Physical Friday, in particular Goju Ryu Karate. So we'll be with you in a few minutes. Stay tuned.
We are unmuted. Go ahead.
We're unmuted. So how are we doing, production team? We ready to go?
Give me 1 second. I just got to wait
Okay.
down here.
All right. So let me just get ready. All right. What a day. What a week. So we're up here training, putting 7 days into one. It's a Friday night.
Tap that screen, tap that screen.
Yeah, Friday night. They say the strong start on Sunday, the weak start on Monday. So my week started last Sunday. Right? But this is a time for me to relax. Right? I imagine that by the time I'm finished, we'll get a good sweat. You know, if you're with us right now, you want to train with me. I'm going to start with some warm-ups. Then I'm going to do some basic exercises. Then I'll do a kata, one of our training katas. Right? So we have training and classical katas. I'm going to do one of our training katas. The name of the kata is Fukyu kata. That's our first training kata in our system, Goju Ryu Karate, in our particular club, the Kodokan Club. And then I'll finish up with my favorite, and it's also the foundation of our art, which is Sanchin, the breathing exercise. Those of you who watch Cobra Kai, right, the art that we're doing is Daniel-san's art, right? If you follow the Karate Kid, Master Miyagi. Master Miyagi is the one who founded our system called Goju Ryu Karate in the Okinawan Islands. And he took a particular training style that people say that was received from China, right? Through sailors, right? People coming through China, right? He learned that, right? Studied that, and the art that he studied became indigenous, and he developed it in such a way that it could be shared throughout the community, right? Because it was really designed for like one, a teacher and a student, just a couple people. But some people call it schoolboy karate, right? Or schoolyard karate. But I think there is a place for this schoolyard karate. And in particular, this 21st century, I don't know about y'all, but for myself, this is definitely an era of accelerating and exponential growth, right? It's the times are moving fast, right? But I just have faith, and I know that we are designed to be able to move however fast the universe moves, right? But one thing about what karate does for me, I've been training it since the early 80s, right? I started training it in a way that, I was at college and university, and my first training was, following a young lady. And she was training. And I was like, oh, what you doing? So I followed her, and then I started training. I trained with my sensei, Kimo Wall, right? Sensei Kimo Wall, and he had just come from his dojo in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And I've been training ever since. And I trained from the perspective of self-defense at first, and in my consciousness, self-defense. But here it is, 40 years later, and I'm just training. That's what I do. I just train. But what I noticed and what I've learned is that this kind of art, or this kind of training, it's valuable as a civil art, as a civilian art. It was taught to me as a martial art, but I'm teaching it as a civil art. Now, if you want to learn it as a martial art, again, we're in Buffalo, New York. We can and we do hold classes, and we train our whole system. There's 19 katas and a set of 19 drills, and we train our whole system. And if you want to train with us, right, the martial arts aspect of it, the Kodokan style of karate, then just hit us up. Right? You can hit us up at cigbuffalo.com or cigbuffalo@gmail.com. Okay. All right, so I'm ready. I hope you're ready. Maybe you have a cup of tea next to you, because we'll start in a way that just warming up the joints. Right, I've got some years on me, right, and so I just want to warm up these joints, loosen up. But by the time I'm finished, right, we will have a good sweat on, and our energy should be dispersed, right. The stress that this time period gives us. This is one way to move energy around your body, just disperse the stress that might be inside your body. And then do some deep breathing just to get down into your alpha state. Okay. All right, Sensei Kimo, thank you for teaching me this art so many years ago. And for all of you, I got hit up by a few of some students that I trained with, right? So, if you did hit me up and you trained with me with Sensei Kimo, or if you trained with me over at Skidmore College, or if you trained with me when I was down in Pembroke Pines, Florida, or if you trained with me at UMass, or if you trained with me in Buffalo, hit me up and say, yo, let people know what you experienced. Somebody has said, yo, I remember training with Doc, right, and I remember the forearms. And then another person was like, but it was that contact, that forearm contact, that just was stimulating. And it's something that he said that is nothing comparable to it. And someone sent me some pictures of back in the day, and I was like, I looked at those pictures like, wow, man, we really did train, right? With Sensei Kimo, we trained 4 or 5 days a week, 2 hours a day. Did a couple of 24-hour marathons. Yeah, we did Goju, Sensei, man. You changed my life, changed a lot of people's lives. So, in appreciation to you and to all the Kodokan brothers and sisters. Arigashimasu. Okay, start with warm-ups. Ish, ni, son, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, shu. Shake it out. So you see what I did? Right, so again, I'm coming up on the pinky toe and then onto the toe. So this time is your count. All right, so I'm just going to be quiet. You count. All right, you count. All right, good training, like that. And you could count, if you know Japanese, or you can count in Japanese, Portuguese, English, Spanish, German, however you want to do it, okay? All right, so that was the exercise that we just, again, doing. This is the move, right? Okay. Now what we're going to go up is on the ball of our foot, and then push back, right? And so as you push back, your knees are going back, right? So you go up and you're pushing the knees back, right? And then, like just like that, if you lose your balance, right, just start over again. Up. A lot of us are not on the balls of our feet, even though being on the balls of your feet is very helpful, right? Like when you're running, okay? All right, so this part here, so we're going to go up, ish, ni, so, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, shu. Let's shake it out. All right, so your turn to count. All right. So again, feet shoulder width apart, hands on hips. All right. And again, you're not like you're just resting them. You're kind of like in an attention. All right. Good posture. Your count. Good job. All right, so shake it out a bit. All right, that stress that we got that gathered over the week, okay? All right, so feet together. I think what we'll do is circle the knees. All right, so the idea is you're gonna go to the left and bend down, right? And you're gonna circle left, all the way back, down. And this is gonna be the posture. And so you're going to be looking up, right? But your movement of your knees is going to be going to the left, right? And we're working the tendons, okay? So that's the idea. And then we're going to go back to the right, right? And then it'll be your turn to count. Ish, ni, so, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, shu. Shake it out. Other way. Ish, ni, so, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, shu. Good. Nice. I feel it. You guys want to do it this time? Ladies too? All right, your turn. Going to the left first. Oh, nice. All right, somebody else count. I know somebody's out there training. Somebody else count. We're going to go to the right this time. All right? Your count. All right, nice. Okay, so we work from up here up to the knees. Let's do hips. All right. So we'll go hips. All right. So good posture. So we're gonna circle to the left. Right. This is the movement. Right. Just get a good circle on the hips. You know, the older you get, right? People working have to have hip surgery, hip replacements, knee replacements. I don't think you need to do that, right? Maintain a healthy diet, balanced lifestyle, stretch, do karate, do tai chi, do yoga. Think positive thoughts, okay? All right, so we're gonna do the hips. So this is the movement, all right? Okay, and then we'll go the other way, right? That's the idea. Okay, so this is the count, one count. So I'll count 10 going to the left, 10 going to the right, then it's your turn. Hish! Ni! So! Shi! Go! Roko! Sichi! Hachi! Ku! Shu. Other way. Ish. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Shu. Shake it out. Okay, your turn to count. All right, your turn. Okay, nice job, nice job. Okay, other direction, right? Other direction, go to the right. Next count. All right, good, good, good. Okay, so what we could do now, just shake your knees out so you could put your hands on your hips, kind of balance on one foot, and just shake your left leg out. Boom. Shake it out. Right? And then switch. Just balance on one foot and shake it out. Ooh, I like that. Let me try that again. All right, no real count. Actually, I'd say you can here, but you can also do it from here, right? Or from here, right? Let me try it this way here. So balance. I was able to balance as a younger man, but I'll work on it here, but I'm getting it back, right? Let's take it out. Yeah. Then we got forms, Okay. Okay, cool. All right, so next one. This one, hands in chamber, right? And what we're going to do is going to be stretching our back, right? This is the movement here. So you go down, right? And you're going to hit the ground with the palm of your hands, right? And so if you can't keep your legs straight, you got to bend them to get it down. Bend them, right? The main idea is that you want to get down here and then back up into the chamber, okay? And I think since I used to do these in sets of 4. Ish, ni, son, shi. All right, and then we put it on the lower back down here. All right, thumbs in. All right, and then you just stretch back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, nice. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there you go, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hish, ni, son, shi. Ah, hish, ni, son, shi. Okay, your turn. So again, we're going to go down, and then when we're doing it back, you're just pushing it back. Further, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha! All right? Your count. Nice. Your count. Cool. Okay. All right. Let's see. Going a little bit backwards on this, but I need to warm this part of me up. So let's come back here, do another kind of stretch. So we're going to go down. Actually, I'll open up my legs a little bit. Now, those of you who are a little bit more nimble, right? You could do this like with your knees tight and your toes facing straight out and going down. I'm not as flexible that way. So I'm going to open it up a little bit, but the idea would be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ish, ni, son. Now this here, right, you're pushing, like the way I feel it in my knees, and I feel it in my lower back, right? That's what I'm feeling. And I'm kind of stretching it out that way. Then here, right, you know, it's just a good stretch to get low. Now, those of you who can just do it from here, like that, go ahead and do it, right? But that's not where I'm at right now. All right, so let's go ahead and do that, okay? So ish, ni, son, shi, ish, ni, son, shi, ish, ni, son, shi, ish, ni, son, shi. Your count. Count again. All right, nice. Okay, shake it out. All right. Now we're going to go into a long stance. Okay, so from there, how you doing out there? Everybody's fine? All right, so just warming up, you know, loosening up our body, getting the tension out of our joints, getting the tension out of our tendons, okay? So this one here, we're going into a long stance, all right, and you're pushing on your knee, and you're opening up your groin here, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, you come up to a horse stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, horse stance. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in Goju Ryu, right? Karate in general, right? This is the major posture we have. It's called the horse stance, right? Good posture. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to switch from a horse stance to a long stance. I'll count the first few and then you count after me, please. All right. Ish, ni, son, shi. Ish, ni, son, shi. Ish, ni, son, shi. Ish, ni, son, shi. Your count. Again. Okay, beautiful. All right, so I'm starting to sweat. I don't know how you doing, where you at, okay? So let's go back down into a horse stance, stretching out the groin muscle, getting down, good posture, heels out, or yeah, toes out in this one, right? 90-degree angle. So you can start like that. If you see the toes, right, so kind of like that. And then when in the horse stance, it's still like that. It's just that you're down low. And now we're going to stretch out the groin. Right. 1, and the lower back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the idea. All right, I want to count in Japanese. Ish, ni, son, shi. Ish, ni, son, shi. Ish, ni, son, shi. Ish, ni, son, shi. Your count. Again. Ooh, nice. Beautiful. All right, so that's a good, go warm up the lower part of your body. Just kind of warm up the upper part of our body now. I'm gonna circle, hands up and just kind of circle. Like, so kind of like if someone's throwing a roundhouse, you're getting out of the way, right? And then go the other way. Let's just do it like that. That's the idea, okay? Let's do 4. Go in each direction. Ish, ni, son, shi. Go the other way. Ish, ni, son, shi. Oh, that's nice. Okay. right here. All right, just try to keep the circles tight, right? So you're going like that. 1, 2. We'll do 10 of these each way. Ready? Okay. Ish, ni, so, shi, go, roku, sichi, hachi, ku, shu. All right, go backwards. Ish, ni, so, shi, go, roku, sichi, hachi, ku, shu. All right, your turn. Woo, nice. All right. Without, so we could go, ish, ni, stone, shi. Okay, like that. So you're locking across and out. Cross, out. Right? Ish, ni, son, shi, go, roku, sichi, hachi, ku, shu. Your count. Good, it's nice. Okay, get some sweat in. All right, do it both together. Hish, ni, so, shi, go, roku, sichi, hachi, ku, shu. Okay, so that's the idea. So what you're doing, both elbows are going out and you're stretching out this way. All right, so again, it's a good stretch, but it's also, if you look at MMA, you see, or just fighting, you just see a lot of elbow attacks, a lot of knee attacks, right? So this could be just a good stretch, also elbow attack, right? Okay. All right, and also, so you're also switching. So the first one would be left over right, then you switch right over left, switch left over right, switch right over left. Okay. You ready to count? All right, let's go. Good. All right, so again, if you want to know and learn more Goju Ryu Karate Kodokan Club style, hit us up, cigbuffalo.com, or hit us up, cigbuffalo@gmail.com, and then you can hit me up, all social media, Dr. C. Haynes Jr. at all social media, okay? All right, so we did that, boom. All right, here. Just kind of, so actually this is kind of like a block, all right, but also like working your elbows out a bit, that joint right there. So keep this across your body, hand holding this up here, right? All right. Those of you who know Goju, right, that movement there, right? Okay. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out. You want to count? Okay, your turn. All right, nice, nice, nice. All right, so loosening up in here, we loosen up the shoulders, all right? They are. All right, we didn't do that one, but let's go ahead and do it. Ish, ni, son, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, shu, other way. Ish, ni, son, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, shu. Ooh, shake it out. You're okay. Ooh, feel it in the shoulders, feels nice. Okay, we can work our wrists, elbows in, covering the short ribs, good posture. Heels, actually we're gonna basic stance, feet shoulder width apart, feet shoulder width apart. And we're just gonna circle our wrist. Our hands are on our wrists. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Look at that buck watching me. See, right there. Okay. All right. Okay, hands on hips. Oh, you want to do that? Okay, my bad. 1. Ooh, okay, good, cool. All right, so now we work from our toes up to our head. All right, so we're gonna rotate our head on our necks. All right, so going to the left. Right, so you go to the left, and don't be afraid of being ugly. All right, get the stretch. Ish, ni, son, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, shu. Other way. Ish, ni, son, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, shu. Ooh, nice. I don't know about you, man. I hear all this crackling in my neck. Crack, 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 crack. All right, you want to count? Okay, let's go. Ooh, it's nice. I don't know about you, I'm feeling a lot more relaxed, a lot looser. Okay, some basics. But actually I'm gonna do Sanchin first. If I'm kind of feeling like some Sanchin, all right? So Sanchin, right, is the foundation of Kodokan Goju Ryu, right? It's the 3 battles of mind, body, and spirit, right? And right now, it's just a great breathing, right? So part of what we do in Goju Ryu, right? All these exercises, they're kind of like sculpting the body, right? You know, a lot of people in the gym, they go and lift weights and all this, right? And that's how they sculpt the body. But in this style, right, we sculpt the body from the inside out, right? So deep breathing, right? Right? Isometrics, right? That kind of feeling, right? So I'm going to do some Sanchin exercise, but with no turns, right? I'll stay towards the camera so you can kind of get what we're doing here. But the basic principle is that we're doing a lot of chest punches, but in a very isometric mode, right? Tension, right? Dynamic tension. That's what you're going to see when I do this. It's dynamic tension, all right? All right. Sanchin kata. No mai. No mai, no turn. Onegashimasu. shake it out. So what we're doing, right? So you start in a basic position, come to open up, come to come out. So feet goes in a circular position, heels out, toes in, hips up, right? Shoulders down, right? And you're breathing. You're bringing air and prana into your lung or chi, however you want to call it. It's invisible energy, right? Bring it from here to here to here, all the way up, and then we're releasing it, right? You know, or you could be breathing it in here and then releasing it out. Like so, like in fighting and training, right? You know, in the blocks, you're breathing in and you're taking somebody's energy, right? And then if you're countering, right, so you take their energy, breathe in, and then you counter, right? And it's coming, the counter is with the breath out, right? So you block in. Okay, that's the idea here, okay? All right, so Sanchin again, just some basics, Sanchin basics. Onegashimasu. Okay, so that's a nice one right there. Just, matter of fact, just that is real perfect, okay? So again, you can start here, heels touching, right? 45-degree angles on your toes, right? Hips up, good posture, breathe in. Kind of like you're reading a book, right? So you want to keep it out a little bit, your elbows are in, posture's up. Think of a plumb line coming straight down, and you're aligned with that plumb line, right? Deep breaths from here to here to here. And then when you hear, just get a little extra out, get a little more out, okay? All right. Right? And again, like grimacing and tension, because the idea is like get the tension out your body, right? And then the thing is that the left hand captures the right, right? So in this part of our training, right, this is one of our first katas. And the kata is pretty much a form, it's an exercise. Some people may call it a mandala, right? It's like doing sacred geometry in sacred physics, you know, okay? Okay, so. Right? Or we could go, let's see how I might want to do it myself. You see what I did there? I got two in there, right? So just think about it. So I'm using my body to help me get deeper and deeper breaths. So watch this, right? So you hear? Okay, so you could do it that way, right? See however you want to do it, right? So from here, but going back to our basics. So here we're just opening up, right? So your heels are touching, 95-degree ankle. Now you're opening up, heels out, toes in, right? And then just a ready position. Okay. Okay, so from here we're going to do a double kamai, right? So kamai is a ready position. We're doing a double, okay, like a double block. And we're going to step out with our right foot and step out with our right hand coming up underneath the left hand, okay? Okay, and then let's just do a series of punches, right? So you're breathing in, start with your left hand, okay? And as you're breathing in, your toes are grabbing the ground, you're feeling the energy and you're tightening up all the way up to your buttocks, right? Your abdomen, right? Up here, shoulders down, right? And then here, and this is all. So like if someone's trying to get you here, right? You got that tight, right? Done, okay? Okay. Okay, let's do a few. Do 10 on with the right foot in front and then 10 with the left foot in front. Ish. Chi. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Shu. Shake it out. Left foot in front. Same thing. Now this time the left arm comes up under the right. Right? You should feel that breath, right? Okay. So left foot in front, heels out, toes in, hips up, good posture. Toes grabbing the earth, grabbing the ground, and pulling the energy up, pulling the energy down, and bring it all into your lower, into your center of gravity in your body. So imagine that you're getting it all, like the pressure of coal being turned into a diamond, right? Or the pressure of grit of sand in an oyster turning into a pearl, right? That's the concept. You're bringing all this energy from outside, right? And like, so we got the energy all over ourselves, but we're putting it and we're stressing it like squeezing it into this small space, right? Diamond, think of diamond, think of pearl, right? Okay. This time we're going to start with our right hand, right? So breathe in. Two. Three. Four. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Nice. You like that? Hope you're doing it with me. Because if you're doing it with me, you'll be feeling what I'm feeling, right? So again, that tension's disappearing. I'm feeling that, right? I mean, I'm feeling this art of converting energy, right? Energy, right? There's energy all around us. There's energy all through us, right? There's energy. It's like electricity. There's electricity everywhere, right? But it wasn't until man figured out how to turn electricity into a tool that could power lights, that could power machines, right? Right? We didn't understand it, right? So even for us, there's energy all around us, and we convert it into power. The power of Curtis Haynes Jr., the power of me, right? Turning energy into power. That's what we're doing. All right. Okay, so I'm going to do the next one. Just going to do it with feet shoulder width apart, hips up, right? And this is just going to be a grab, right? You know, again, the martial arts aspect of it is like you're grabbing the lapel, right? And pulling, right? Right? But we're doing it in slow motion. So you're grabbing the lapel, starting with your pinky, working from your pinky all the way up, right? And then you got that grab. Boom. Okay, so now we're just going to do it out here, right? So feet shoulder width apart, toes in, heels out, right? Kind of like, think of a ball, right? You got your arms around the ball, hips up, good posture, right? And you're grabbing. And as you're grabbing, you're breathing in. So, let's see. You see that? All right, that's a real beautiful exercise because, again, we're trained to look at our time or look at our lives measured through days, weeks, months, years, right, in a linear way, right? But in some Eastern thought, they talk about you could look at your life on the planet measured in breaths, right? So this exercise, and the idea being, the less you breathe, the longer you live, right? And if you think about it, right, when you're under duress or when you're under stress, what happens to your breathing? Right? But when you're at peace, right, when you're closer to an alpha theta state, right, you got deep breaths. Right? So this is an exercise that can help us develop those deep breaths. And as you develop that deep breath, right, center, right? So like I'm looking right here, right? But I don't want to be like as I'm centering and again creating that pearl, creating that diamond in the center of my body. I don't want to be looking off to the left. I don't want to be looking off to the right. I don't want to be looking down. I want to be looking straight ahead, right? In my posture, right? Good. Everything lined up. Everything's lined up. So I'm taking down and bringing it up. Hallelujah. Okay. It's a good Friday. Okay. There you go. Whoops. Right? So we could close up, right? I'll step back with my right hand, right foot, right? Step back, and we're going to do what's called a windmill block, right? And be pushing, right? Left hand down, fingers pointing down, and just push it, right? And then we close. Right? Okay, so we could hear, or we do it the other way. Capture that one. Okay. Any questions out there? Any questions? Well, okay, right. So it's breathing, right? So we're doing body sculpting, right? So some people would say that this art, right, travels. Some people say it traveled all the way from Africa, right? But a lot of the history talks about the Buddha Arama, right, and traveling from throughout the Himalayas over into India, right, and like seeing people who like monks who were practicing their art, but their bodies were not very strong, right. So he brought this art, this breathing exercise, to strengthen the body of the monks. And then the monks started doing these various exercises that they were taught in studying the animals, right, doing the exercises associated with different animals, right, and then, right, the martial aspect of the human being converted these breathing exercises, right, to martial exercises. And the thing is, right, during the time before guns, right, the skill of the martial artist, the skill of the monk, right, through hand-to-hand combat, or using poles or sticks that they use to carry their water, or using tools of the farm, right? Those tools, they were able to like defend themselves and defend their communities, right? And it took a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy to build up the skills and build up the body, and the body in relationship to the universe, the body in relationship to the earth, to be able to practice that self-defense. But then came the art of the gun, right? Then at that point it was like somebody who with no training, right? No training could just use a gun and just kill somebody, right? And so that was part of the downfall of the art, right? Was the coming of the gun, right? A different kind of martial art, anyways. Okay, but anyways, thank you for training with me. All right, it was my pleasure to train with you. This was the Paradigm Shift podcast. This particular part of the Paradigm Shift podcast is Physical Friday, Goju Ryu Karate. Next week, we will be doing Technical Tuesday, which will be looking at the stock market, financial market. Followed by that, we will be doing the following week number 3 in April, will be Crypto Monday, right? And then week number 4 in April, on the last Tuesday after Crypto Monday, we'll be doing Black Political Economy. And this is all part of the menu, the Life Wealth and Material Wealth menu of the Leadership Academy and Community Building Economics in Buffalo, New York. So, if you want to check us out on Tuesday, Tech Tuesday, and learn a little bit about this stock market, and have a conversation, mastermind. Right? Let's mastermind. Like, what do we do? Is it time to buy or is it time to sell? And it's like, buy or sell. Buy or sell what? Like, what is a stock? Do you know what a stock is? Right? What is, what's the difference between gold, silver, dollar bills, and Bitcoin, for example? Right? There's a lot of conversation about different countries around the world looking to move off of the US dollar as the global currency, right? New contracts, right? It's a paradigm shift. Part of the paradigm shift, right? You're part of it. I'm part of it. We are part of the paradigm shift. What is going to make us different between this new artificial intelligence? Right? You got to discover it. I got to discover it. But I'm pretty sure it has to do with our heart. Right? It has to do with our emotion. It has to do with our ability to love. Right? It has to do with our ability to hate. Right? Well, if I have a choice, I'm going to choose love.